Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast from Marietta High School. Davis Barlow, Chris Uranga here for the Potros FC season opener in the UPSL Premier Division. We're down in Georgia. If you're not here today and you're in some air conditioning right now, you are lucky. It is a hot one here today. 99 degrees, not down on the pitch. If you're on the turf pitch here at a beautiful Marietta High School setting, it's going to be even hotter than that. 105. Expect water breaks today. Everything really to get rolling here in just a few minutes. Chris, this is a big opening matchup. Potros completed its early season games and its preseason games. They look solid here, finished off against Life last weekend, but now have to come here ready to face a North Georgia squad that just promoted into the Premier Division.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. For those of you watching at home, we do have a little bit of technical difficulty, so getting that video feed up for you right now. It should be up in just a few seconds. So we're getting ready to have the walkout. I think it's going to be a good test. The things that we've been working on over the preseason, putting them into action now. So it's going to be good to see where we're at this season. I think it's going to be a good season.
Really returning faces, some key faces. No, you missed last week. One of those key faces, 50-year-old Grayson Rocco, in an absolute banger. Last match, he also went last for 60 or so minutes that he saw on the pitch before being subbed out. He had a Friday night for a Life University as well. So similar conditions here today, but we will not get the benefit of the sun setting. It is midday here. A lot of people are in. Expect a good squad out here. You know what you get in goal. There's number one camera Verona. You know what you get in the top. You know what you need as well. People who are 59 today. We'll be like 59 on top today. That's a big question mark. He scored again in the last preseason friendly. He was caught offside a couple times, really adjusted well in the second half. Put away some chances and keep it from onside. Those chances. So, a big question to get into about high form as well for the squad. And then this North Georgia FC squad getting really well in the UPSL Georgia Division 1 program. The question is, can they hang around? We'll find out that is the question. Starters coming through as well. It's Cameron Verona in goal, Sebastian Ramirez, Darnell Tinker, Benjamin Uranga going to be back here in the center back slot. Grayson Rocco as well on that back line. Philip McQueen, Pedro Gonzalez, Jarvis Mattis, Nick Sayer, Pablo Gonzalez, and Michael going to be the big starters here today. What are we lining up as today?
So what we've been working on the entire preseason is 4-3-3 basically. It could be a 4-2-3-1, you know, a shape depending on how the game goes. Definitely those three in the midfield are going to be the ones to look out for. They might go like one pivot, one deep and two in front. They might go two pivot and one in front. One, two, three, so that midfield three, Dylan, Pedro, and the other one is Jarvis. Jarvis will most likely be the highest of those two behind the front line. He's the one who got the assist last week to Nozi's goal at the beginning of the second half. So I think it's Pedro Valenzuela. He's been with us before. He has that experience. Dylan and Jarvis are young players, so it's going to be good to see how they control the midfield. I think we're going against North Georgia last season. They finished out the 6th out of 12 teams on the main table. I think that's a perfect opening game for us. So we can see, you know, it's not one of the top teams, and it's also not one of the lower teams. It's the perfect starting point for this new
Obviously, it's one to have you here. One of the issues was at Life University was the high press. They really struggled in the second half to get the ball out of the defensive third to put a lot more back to the midfield. Play down line or out to the side here. Do you expect North Georgia FC to kind of attempt that same strategy, and how is Potros going to deal with that pressure?
I think North Georgia, they're going to be a little bit different than Life. I don't think they're going to press as high, but they are a pretty well organized club. So I'm expecting that they're going to have players who are going to be working hard on and off the ball. So definitely there will definitely be spaces that we can exploit if we are well organized and look for those.
Again, that Potros squad, there's a lot of international players, some good diversity and talent out on that field. When they took on Life as well, it was basically an international matchup. Life the same way, had a Serbian goalkeeper with a pair of Serbian backs, couple Italians and a French out on the field. Again, it was a great matchup here as we begin the walkout and we prepare for the national anthem.
For those watching at home, I do apologize. We will be muting the national anthem to avoid copyright issues on the live stream. So, Davis, why don't we remind everybody of the starting lineup in case they're just coming in?
Yeah, in case you are just joining us again, Cameron Verona gets the start in goal. Sebastian Ramirez, Darnell Tinker, Benjamin Uranga, Grayson Rockhill, Dylan McClune, Pedro Gonzalez, Jarvis Mattis, Jake Sayer, Pablo Gonzalez, and Manuel Magnut are the ones out on the pitch today. Again, it's a 4-3-3, maybe a 4-3-2-1. It really depends on the shape of the game, as Chris explained earlier here, and it really is dependent on how well Potros can dominate control of this game in the midfield area, Chris, and what North Georgia chooses to do both on and off the ball.
Yeah, one other thing that we're going to see, it is that 4-3-3, but you'll definitely see Jake Sayer. He'll be one of those wingers. You're definitely going to see him pinching into that midfield, and that overlap from Sebastian Ramirez on that side. You'll see Sebastian likes to get really high up the field as a right back. He goes up and down. So we'll definitely see that movement there. It's something that we've been working on a lot.
I'm excited to see that as well. Grayson Rockhill out of one of the back positions as well. Really likes to get forward and get involved in the attack as well. So we are just about set here. Pre-game pictures, pre-game notes, all coming to a conclusion here. It's the opening of the UPSL Premier Division. Both these clubs, first game here. Home opener. Potros as well. Beautiful Marietta High School, Marietta, Georgia. Great facility. Turf field down there today. That's going to make things a little bit worse. Again, game time starting temperature is 98 degrees. That is a rough one there. Feels like 102. So again, expect a water break at some point today.
Maybe even two. I'm not sure what they agreed on, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were 2 water breaks in each half.
I wouldn't be.
These temperatures.
I wouldn't be either. Again, a no rest for the weary. We got lucky at Life last Friday. The sun did set. It cooled off to about, well, cooled off is a relative term, cooled off to about 83 there. But again, midday, not too much cloud cover in the skies. Probably not going to get too much relief from this beating sun here. Potros going to be in their white kits. They have black letters with a black stripe down the top and pants. For North Georgia United FC here, they're in a interesting kit. It's red with some silver and gray stripes, a little bit of black on the shoulders as well, black shorts, black socks. Letters are nice and big, though. We'll be able to see the majority of them.
And you know, being the home team, we get to choose our uniform, so wearing that full white kit in this hot weather, a little bit of that home field advantage that we're trying to take advantage of. I was out there on the field for the pregame, and you can feel the heat on your feet, so those white socks will definitely be a little helpful.
Yeah, no exaggeration here about the temperatures as we are officially underway.
You want to start? Just hit start. Just hit start.
So here we go. Potros moving right to left. North Georgia United will go the other direction. Left to right here. Around the back line we go once more. Early feeling out process here. Again, Potros, a good combination of young talent and returners here as they look for the first over-the-top ball. That's a mistake by the outside back, but good shielding there from the center back. Will be scooped up by the goalkeeper here. We did not get a full roster or starters from North Georgia today. Down the right wing. Good step here, good little poke away.
One thing the players need to be careful about is there is a metal bar that goes around the track. We already saw the first one. Trip over it.
This one played back to the midfield line, headed back for some midfield control. To the back line of North Georgia United. Real feeling out process here from both of these teams. Only seen one aggressive ball so far. Good turn here from the forward. Needs some help in the midfield. We'll just be forced to go to the back line, down the left wing. Big step and challenge, but a good job to keep possession. Expect a very pressure and possession-oriented game. Now a through ball down the left wing, played way too heavy, and it will be a throw-in for Potros. All the way into the box as Uranga possesses this one. Space to work with. Now to Tinker. Around the Potros back line. Again, Chris, seems like, again, the players just want to get their bearings on him. You have to see how this field plays, how the heat feels, and ultimately you don't want to do anything too risky this early in the game. The last thing either team needs is a costly turnover.
No, for sure, and you definitely don't want to burn yourself out either. So you want to take it easy in the beginning, feel out the game, figure out how much energy you need to expend, and don't waste it all in the very start. Here's Sayer in the corner.
In the corner here, left-footed swing to the box, unmarked, it gets through, shot is into the back of the net. What a ball in there.
That was Pablo Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, the one touch and finish. The ball in was brilliant. And there's that big mistake we were talking about, the right back there. Left both men unmarked. He was outnumbered. He had two.
First opportunity of the game, and it's in.
You'd love to see it. Again, such a great ball in there. I believe it was Sayer.
Yes, perfect cross from Sayer. That left foot, he's playing on that right side, but he's got a really good left foot.
But there's always an added bonus when your weak foot is that strong.
Like you said, this is the time now where they really have to focus, because going up early is something that can be very dangerous. You know, you don't want to get too comfortable. You kind of want to continue just how it was. You don't want to go too excited. You don't want to relax too much.
Great clean challenge won there by Potros. Here, a little bit of a counter-attack opportunity. Instead, they'll go to Uranga on the back line. Valenzuela being harassed. We'll go to Mattis in the middle. Good turn here. Back up top once more. Forward-facing run cut out. They'll go to Sayer. Overlapping run, like you'd mentioned here, as Ramirez has gotten forward. Ball was a little bit slow, and now it's eventually taken away. Good pace here. Down the left wing. Numbers for North Georgia United, but that is a big step and cut out there from Tinker. It was a 3v2 run. North Georgia did have a player coming forward down the right wing, got it back a little bit faster to Rockhill. Whistle for the foul, and it'll be a free kick just inside the midfield line. So again, if you saw the graphics, Chris has worked extra hard on those. We're glad to see it work. Pablo Gonzalez gets a little bit of extra recognition for his season opening goal.
Well, as we mentioned last week, and as a lot of people have seen on social media, we brought in a coach this season, as North Georgia has a shot on target.
Ignacio Macis, again, the coach for Potros here, and Chris, it's a massive addition. I mean, it can't be understated how big his impact to this club is going to be, and you feel an early impact with the strategy and ultimately the execution by the players there to give Potros a goal 4 minutes into the season.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely on the field, it's going to give us a big improvement. But as I was starting to mention, it also gives us an advantage off the field, because for me as the manager, I can focus more on the managerial duties. So I'm taking more time to focus on things like the graphics on the live stream that everyone can see right now, and some of the other things that you'll start to see come into play throughout the season.
Hey, we're excited to see what all tricks you have up your sleeve. This is a good ball to Rockhill. Grab there and turn, and that will give away the free kick here.
Yeah, these stoppages in play are also going to be key. It's going to be a time for everyone to catch their breath, take a bit of a breather. So I'm interested to see how the game goes on as these stoppages come in and the strategy there.
No one in a rush to restart that ball, and rightfully so. Again, this is the second real chance to grab their breath here. Battle with the center back, one well. Back to Rockhill, left-footed swing in, cut out by one of the backs, and this one slammed up the field towards Uranga. He's got all the time and space he wants, and he'll just let this one roll all the way back to the defensive third here.
Yeah, one of the things that we really worked on, you saw it in the Life game, but it's something that we've been working on in the last week, in 2 weeks really, is managing the game. So situations when we're up 1-0, if we're down, for those different situations in the game, how do we respond during the different times of the game as well. So we'll see how the game goes. If the score does stay like this, we'll probably see some changes in the way that we play.
Good play out there by Tinker. Towards Montague, and then headed forward and out. Gonzalez to take the throw in. Back to Uranga. Now forward here to Rockhill. One of the little 1-2 action, well played here from Montagu. Sneaking through, gonna have an opportunity just outside the 18, but doesn't get enough of it. Maybe clipped by a defender there. Gathered well by the keeper. Quick counterattack here, snuck in behind. Has the winger. One-on-one with Rockhill outside. Now back inside, chip into the 18, headed away. There's McClune that originally got rid of the danger, and Sayer tried to keep that one in play. He could not, out over the touchline. Throw in for North Georgia United.
Not a very good clearance there.
Not at all gathered well. Left-footed shot. We're playing American football. It's good through the uprights, but it is well over the crossbar. The first true look for North Georgia United, not on target. Potros does not pay for the mistake, and it'll be a goal kick from Verona. Ooh, not a good one, as it's straight out here. As the right back comes forward to take the throw in here. Another giveaway for Potros is going to keep them under pressure a little bit longer. Throw in played short, quickly taken away.
Apologies on the live stream. It looks like we have some technical difficulties with our stream, so we're going to be trying to get that fixed up as soon as possible.
Hey, drive it! Drive it! Keep it moving, keep it moving. Hey!
Inside here, a little bit of miscommunication, but a good turnaround by Gonzalez. Long shot here to have a chance. Started outside the post and stayed in. We're going to retrieve this ball. Again, we appreciate everyone working with us through these technical difficulties here. First game of the season. We are back. Pretty difficult to see the blocks here. So many different lines to get into. Football passes. You can also see the lacrosse red lines and boxes here. Soccer football lines press box. You're gonna help me. Quickly deep possession. Partial roster. Only first or last name. Vina was the one that took the shot. He was wearing 9. He's on the right wing. Hey, one here. Touch it, just touch it. Hey, just touch it. Get ready to step, man. There we go. Step. Walk him out. Just to switch the field.
Pero si se va a la esquina. Se va a la esquina.
No numbers attached to those, but piece them together with who's here. Hopefully it'll be more Potros games than anything, though, is it's a rough slip there. Turf gets the best of it here, just slowing it up as well. Does look like he is all right. Well out outside, it doesn't even go back out for a goal kick. Actually, completely across. Or a throw. Taking short here. Midfield it goes. Dobina. There's some pressure. Needs some help in the midfield. Good little 1-2 to keep it advancing. Goes forward to make the run. Instead, it's a direct ball. Great step from Uranga. I actually thought he was stepping on the original pass and sticks a foot out to regather that loose ball. Sayer. Back to Mattis. Works back around all the way back to Ramirez now. Ramirez back to Verona. Up to Uranga here. Now out to Rock Hill. Montagut looking to turn. There's a couple to the outside, and there's a good ball from Mattis. It's Ramirez. The overlapping runs, again, have been a problem. Now a run into the box. Flicked back out. Offsides flag is up, and it will be whistled. It's Gonzalez that was offsides. He was unaware of it. Continued to attempt to play the ball. Ultimately, that did force the center official to blow his whistle. Free kick after the offsides, played short once again.
Apologies again, the video did cut off for a second. We'll try to get that figured out as the stream goes on. We'll try to avoid. I know it's happened a few times now. One of those things, you know, first game of the season.
First game of the season, and it is 100 degrees. We have positioned our equipment so we will not overheat, hopefully. Again, as the temperature just continues to bear down on everyone here. I can't even imagine the pitch temperature. It feels like 103. Currently just sitting on the turf, warmer. Yeah, you get to the passing triangle. Here is, oh my God, once again, we'll slow the game down. Just 16 minutes. Putting in this one into the 17th minute we are. Which was 1-0. An early goal, I believe, officially in the 5th minute of play. Love to see it. This is a big opportunity. Counterattack for North Georgia United towards the 18. Shielded well. Shot past Verona. And we are equalized.
Good job, boys.
It was a counterattack from North Georgia United. It started in the midfield area. Just like that.
Wake up now, let's go.
I'd actually believe it is Victor on the right wing. It's Obina there. Shielded the back. Off of the ball, allowing a different forward to take that shot again. The roster, the official roster that is that we put together yet for this North Georgia United squad. I do believe it was number 13, Emmanuel, that scored the goal.
Yeah, they come again.
Have not quite confirmed. Here they come again. Indeed, this one to Victor. He's brought down from behind, and that is going to be a penalty. Likely assess a card as well. Could be a red. I believe the ref has reached into his pocket for a yellow, and it is a yellow.
Take it.
Believe the yellow does go to McClune. Very fortunate that's not a red. You could have had a Dogzo call there, Chris. Denial of obvious goal-scoring opportunity. The ref will simply go with a yellow. Penalty kick opportunity. This is Victor. Victor Valencia that stands over it here. Verona in net. Looks like maybe a left-footed. Penalty here from Victor. Whistle blows. Two-step walk-up. Verona made the save, but he can't regather for the second one, and it is 2-1. Victor Valencia regathers himself after having his original penalty shut down there. Puts away the second one in the 20th minute. What a great save from Verona there, but he just can't get back to the second one. He made a good read.
Talked about earlier about managing the game, something that we need to work on as a team. Up 1-0, getting a little sloppy in our final third, giving the ball away. Here comes another one.
A third giveaway. So this one will not generate as much trouble. All the way back to the keeper. '21st minute here again if you're just joining. Potros scored in the 4th minute to open the season, but in the blink of an eye has conceded twice. 2 bad giveaways in their own final third. One leads to a goal, one leads to a penalty, and a yellow to McClune. Penalty kick was saved. That's another giveaway in the final third. Good little 1-2 step here. Shot opportunity. Instead, it's played into the box, and that's cut out well by Tinker. It might just stay in, and it does. Great hustle from Rockhill there. Not too sure why the North Georgia United forward Emmanuel gave up on it. He could have easily possessed it. Quick counterattack from Potros is sloppy as well, taken away. Big slide tackle will not be clean, and I believe the ref's going to go to his bag there, and it's going to be a yellow. So now 2 yellows for this Potros squad. Again, that one definitely to Mattis. We believe the other one was to McClune. So while the ref puts this one in his book, North Georgia United will set up for a free kick just outside the midfield area. Tinker wins a big header in the box. Potential counterattack opportunity. Good first touch there from Gonzalez, the goal scorer. Needs some help, wanted. Montague can't quite get it. Montague's still on ball, though, does a good job to win that one back. Ref ruled it clean. Big step and takeaway, though, from Sayer, and now a counterattack opportunity towards Victor. Cut out well, though, by Uranga. Victor a problem for Potros right now. This one's to McClune. Swung out wide to Ramirez. The heat is something as well. You can see Rockhill's got his hands on his head. Just put him down here as he gets the ball, trying to get some extra breath. Out of Valenzuela. Valenzuela to Montagut. Montagut believed was grabbed from behind, or maybe Valenzuela stepped on. The ref is going to go to a card yet again. So a third yellow.
I think it was shown to number 22.
Javier wears 22 for North Georgia United.
Looks like we're getting ready to see a substitute for Potros.
Javier Huerta wears 22. He is awarded the yellow. And the goal scorer was Victor. Off of the penalty, we do not have the name or number of the original goal scorer. I believe it was number 13, Emmanuel, but no way to confirm it here. So after the yellow, ball has been placed 10 yards, marked off here. 3-man wall for North Georgia United. The left-footed Sayer stands over this one. We can potentially see the idea forward here. They might try to pick out Rockhill short. I'll go over the top. Outside, flag is up. Not sure who exactly they deemed offsides, but
It looked like it was on Dylan McClune.
yeah, McClune was the one that got the head to it as well, so it would add up. Urango actually might have had a better chance at that ball.
Looks like we are going to see a substitution now.
So next dead ball possession for Potros. They will make the sub. In possession in favor North Georgia United, which is why we did not see the sub in that situation. Big giveaway, though, towards Montagut. Montagut has 2 in front, needs some help trying to stay on ball. He does a great job to save this opportunity. Well
There's
played,
Sayer
gets it
on
out to
the right
Sayer.
side.
Big step, right foot in, back out to Montagut. Chance, it hits the defender. Valenzuela still on it, just inside the 18. Went far
save.
post, big save.
Rebound.
Follow up
Goal!
is
Oh,
no. It's on the outside of the netting. Oh, that is painful, and I do believe that we are going to see a water break. Javier has taken.
I don't think yet. I think we're
knee.
gonna wait until it's in minute 30, I believe. But
Well, it looks
they
like
are
we
gonna
do-
take advantage.
Yeah, we do
But
have
there is
an
a player down.
injured player here who is down with a cramp, and I do believe we're going to take a short break, so we'll take it with them. Here, 25:58, the official time
Oh, yeah.
of this water break.
Try to match it up.
Let's get our scoreboard a little bit behind here in the stadium, so we're going to go ahead and get that caught up.
That was the third offside for Potros. We can put some team stats up, some comparison up on the screen. Let's get that up. Yeah. Give me 1 second. First half.
And so far, just 2 shots on frame for Potros here as we see all of the stats pop up here. North Georgia United leads in pretty much every major category. Total shots, shots on target. They've not had any offsides as well either. 3 fouls for both teams. 3 cards awarded across the board here. 2 yellows to Potros, 1 to North Georgia United here. Chris, I know you spent some time refereeing as well. We've seen him go to his cards 3 times now, relatively early in this game. Obviously, you have to award one for the penalty there. Again, and in my opinion, McClune fortunate that it's not a red.
Yeah,
But
that
then-
one was. The other one I think was harsh on Mattis.
On Mattis, that one was a little bit rough. It was
I
a
thought he-
reckless challenge, but still, for a yellow this early in the game, it's
It was
a little.
his first foul of the game.
Yeah.
It was a little harsh. I didn't think the game was getting any chippy or anything like that.
And then same for
the
same
one for
for
North
Javier
Georgia
as
too,
well.
yeah.
It
I didn't
just
think that one was for a yellow card either.
feels a little bit harsh. So walk me through it. Is he just
Seems to be
attempting to keep this game under control with a little bit of discipline per se?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, one thing, us being up here in the press box, we don't really know what's going on in the field. Maybe there was some words being exchanged. Maybe there was some things getting heated up, and so maybe they were directed by the league to be a little bit more strict on those. So some things that we don't know, but from up here, from our point of view, it did seem a little harsh in my opinion.
Could be as well. I do recognize this center ref from my time around collegiate soccer and semi-professional soccer in Georgia. He is a very good center ref. Both of these ARs extremely good at what they do as well. So, not too surprised. We'll trust his judgment here. I do believe that actually was the official water break for this half. Again, we don't know if they agreed on 1 or 2 here today.
I do know that they
Marietta,
will be
Georgia.
adding that time
Yes.
at the end of the half.
So that is one difference as well, that if you joined us last week, we played under collegiate soccer rules, which is a straight 45-minute half. No matter the time wasting, the time spent retrieving balls, water break, the clock will only stop at the referee's discretion, generally for injury.
We
that is
did get a
different.
substitute during that water break. Looks like Dylan McClune came off, and it was Bobby Fomarin who came in.
Fomarin will take up McClune's place in that midfield area.
So we'll show that up on the screen right now.
Again, McClune, that further confirms the suspicion that he was probably the player that was awarded the yellow for the penalty. We'll see if the added energy to the midfield area can benefit this Potros squad. Again, the first set of fresh legs that we've seen.
That is one of the things when the game is hot like this that you risk that some players may need to get changed in their first minutes of the game. It's something that it's not just a prepare the morning of or the night before. This is a weeks of preparation. So if they haven't been preparing, these things can happen. So it could be a tactical change, but it could also be a lack of preparation change.
And it feels like 101 out here as well. No real way to prepare for that heat besides just standing in it for a couple days, which nobody wants to do here. As this one's down the right wing. Ramirez was fighting for control. He can't get it. Now back central.
And definitely that artificial turf will definitely bump it up a few degrees as well.
Again, if we've harped on it. If it feels like 101 naturally, it's got to be getting close to 110 down there. A couple pop-up storms in the area as well. Shouldn't give us too much trouble, but might cool off the air around us a little bit. Swung back center. First touch was rough. Chipped towards the 18. Settled well. Volley there is just over the bar. From about 23, maybe 24 out. Good little half volley attempt. Had the spin, just never got quite back under that bar. "32nd minute from Marietta High School here. Potros in the white, black trim, black letters, black stripe. Going down the side, North Georgia United FC in the red, black, silver, maybe a little white in there as well. They have white numbers. And we do not have a roster for them here. This one's to Mattis. Mattis down the left wing towards Sayer. It's going to be a foot race that the ball will win. It will be a throw-in for North Georgia United. Errant first touch off the throw-in. Mattis will take possession. Good run to Gonzalez. Gonzalez first time shot. Saved away. Follow-up volley. That was hit hard from Mattis. Catches a defender. Bounces out of the attacking third. Really one great look and one good look for Potros there. One on frame, one blocked. So now this run will put Uranga's pace to the test. He will just shield this one out as Verona will take the goal kick.
Ball put back into play quickly.
Extremely quickly there. To Mattis. He'll be allowed to turn. Forward to Gonzalez. Big chip there, and Gonzalez goes to ground. No call, and this one's all the way back to the keeper.
As I mentioned, you can see North Georgia, they are well organized, but those gaps will open up. Now it's just a matter of taking advantage of those chances. That was a really great one from Pablo Gonzalez, but unfortunately he wasn't able to get it around the keeper.
Yeah, the keeper's made a couple really good saves. In a bad spot as well. His defense is making his life a little bit difficult. The Potros forwards and wingers are having their way when it comes to getting good looks inside the 18. From the keeper to the midfield line. That is a miscommunication there. This one played forward. Forward's offside, so he will be forced to just let that one run past. Montagut and Gonzalez were not on the same page with that run.
Another
Big
giveaway in the middle.
Yet another giveaway. Good fight from Marian to try to get back possession, but he can't quite do it here. Mattis will force this one to the back line. For North Georgia United, you just try to continue to control the tempo of this game as you get to halftime. I'd expect I'd say four added minutes at this point, Chris, before we officially go to break.
That sounds about right. We did have the water break and the penalty, so those will be two big stoppages.
3 goals as well as this one goes out the side. A little miscommunication there between the midfield and the winger. Well played there from Potros. Good attacking numbers as well. This North Georgia United squad only dropping 6 back on defense. Potros has 5 coming forward. Again, a slow pace from both teams, though. No one really wanting to force the issue too much. This is a good ball in. Mattis. Good pace, but shielded off there well from the defender. For Marian, a little bit too heavy. Maybe on grass that pass is weighted how it should be, but on turf that ball is just going to continue to roll. Again, there wasn't too much on it. It ends up all the way on the back of the track. Good job to keep that one in. I would expect more tactical changes from both squads at halftime. The pace hasn't been overly intense. Both teams doing a good job of trying to reserve themselves. Again, 45 whole minutes await us on the other side of halftime. Both teams, Chris, look exhausted already.
We will see we will see the temperature drop near the end of the game, but not by much. Mm-hmm. So not enough to really make a difference, especially after they've already been on the field for over an hour. So that's where maybe some of those subs will make a key difference in the second half.
This halftime break, other important as well. Find some shade around here. Find some fluids. Get off your feet. This is a good fight here. Knocked out by Sayer, and it'll be a throw-in for North Georgia United right on the midfield line. Down line it goes. Good pace here. Tinker trying to fight for this one. They're going to require Verona to make the save, and he can't. It's chipped over into the back of the net. And just like that, North Georgia United strike yet again. They lead Potros 3-1 here. Restarted here on top of the Marietta M. Nightmare situation for Potros here. They've conceded 3 times here in the first half. Valenzuela trying to look for an answer back. He is surrounded by red and black jerseys. Does find some help. Sayer back to Valenzuela. Fomari to Mattis. Out wide to Rockhill. Rockhill loses his footing yet again, doing his best to stay on ball. He's tripped up and taken down, and ref gonna want to have a chat with Victor. Tell him there, use your head, not again. And we've already seen 3 yellow cards. Goal scorer for North Georgia United was number 19, Obina. Two stand over it for Potros. The left-footed Sayer fakes it, swung in with the right, trying to pick out Uranga, and it's just too strong. Over the back, not a good set piece from Potros there as we look to close out the 40th minute. We started from the back, played short. Bounced around the midfield. Fomari. Good possession, good space. As Rockhill making his way up to his left. That's where he chooses to go. Rockhill, the 15-year-old, quiet thus far. That's going to be a foul there. Too much hands there from the defender pulling the forward off of the ball. Rockhill will stand over this one. Again, the 15-year-old, very impressive against an extremely talented Life University squad. Two-man wall here. No one close. This one's going to be swung into the box. Plenty of targets to pick out here. They've wanted Uranga twice. Swung in well. Headed right back out. Mattis on cleanup duty here. Left-footed shot skied well over. It actually makes its way onto the hill of the school. And now it's a substitution here for Potros. Just before halftime. It is Rockhill that is out.
That's Caleb Miller who came on.
Caleb Miller in for Grayson Rockhill.
Which means we will see Manuel Montagut drop back into that left back position.
It's a tactical change as well. Good step around there. Ball down the left wing. One-on-one with Ramirez. He'll force this one back in. Had the run down the right wing. Instead, they'll go back to the left. To one of the goal scorers, Obina. .43rd minute. Again, we'll await to see how much added time the ref chooses to go with. Obina wanted to swing it in. Ramirez blocks the original one away, but possession still with North Georgia United. Over the top, flag is up. We'll be offsides. So 2 changes for Potros, nothing out of North Georgia United yet.
That will leave them with 5 substitutions available in the second half.
7 total subs, or 5 total subs, excuse me, for
7.
both. 7 total subs
Yes.
for both teams. 5 for Potros, all 7 remaining for North Georgia United. Newly subbed on Miller. Back to Fomarin. Forward Montagut. Fomarin wants to switch it and he will. Ramirez has snuck up that right side. Good opportunity to swing this one in. He's unchallenged. Right-footed swing. Trying to pick out Miller. Header is on frame, but it's headed by the center back and grabbed up by the keeper. Shot on target, but officially blocked. Montagut now battling with Victor. Here, Victor. Cheeky little touch and pass around. Tinker does not win that ball. Play on, called by the ref here. Montagut can't poke it away. Shot opportunity is off, and I don't believe Verona got a piece of that. And Tinker is going to be awarded a yellow for his tackle.
Why? Why did he get a yellow? He didn't even make a foul. The player went around him. I don't know what the decision was there.
Not too sure, but the yellow is awarded nonetheless. That's 4 now. Or excuse me, yeah, 4 total in this game. 3 for Potros. Played short by Verona. Three added minutes is what we will see here. We were close with our guess of 4. As we enter the 46th minute here. We'll get at least 3 and then the referee's discretion here. Miller doing a good job to fight down the side for this one, but the flag is up for offsides.
Some interesting decisions from these referees. In that situation, I don't know why he took so long to put the flag up.
They waited a very long time there. There actually could have been a foul down in the corner on North Georgia United, but the whistle was blown for the offsides first. Tried to poke it away, did Sayer, can't quite do it. He's being forced to chase down the midfielder here. Minute and a half of extra added time played here. This is another good run down the wing. Victor going to be on the end of this one. One-on-one with Uranga. Cuts back in. Pass across the box, and it will be kept in. Good pace there. Potros defense scrambling around a pair. Shot from outside the 18. Never had a chance. It is well off the mark. So Verona will restart it from goal. Maybe one last chance here for Potros. Uranga actually the one to restart it. Montagut to Valenzuela. Tackle from behind. Challenge is won. Opportunity here, but it's cut out by Tinker. Good job by him to step there. Now a chance for Potros with some numbers here. Matt is trying to stay off that one. This one gets to Gonzalez. He's in behind. Good recovery from the backs here. Miller allowed to turn, but he briefly loses possession. It's poked away. One back well. Shot from way outside. Just over the bar.
That will see us go to halftime. We're at that +3 now.
I'll say maybe it's 3 and some change here as they will. Never mind. As we say it, we're headed to halftime here. Not looking good for Potros. A lot of mistakes, some work to do, but the goal scoring chances are there. So, 3-1 at halftime. Definitely not out of this one, but when we come back, second half of action from Marietta.
How are you? Good, and you? Good, good. Nice to see you. It's very hot today. Oh my gosh, I know. So hot. Wish I had like an umbrella or something. Así que se maneja el sonido desde acá. Se puso el sonido. Esa parte.
¿Usted de Colombia, no? ¿De dónde? Hablan así. ¿Esos son colombianos? Ella.
Puerto Rico, Colombia.
Hay muchos. Pero como de qué, de salsa merengue. Víctor Manuel o...
No, salsa no, ponga que la vida es un carnaval de Maluma.
La vida es un carnaval. Así mismo pone, la vida es un carnaval. Como Maluma.
Sí, el carnaval. Maluma. Ajá, le das un sopa de notas.
Sí, así. A veces se me olvida que estoy grabando y digo, ¡ay! Y luego veo la repetición y digo, ¡ay, qué pena!
Pero estás grabando para ellos.
Sí, pero con pesaban son. Este tenía el volumen. Cuidado con el teléfono. Se va a grabar.
20 seconds, 20 seconds. Beat your last time. Stay in dry phase longer. Stay in dry phase longer. Set. Go. Good. Knees up. Knees up. Go.
Yeah, something like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Second half action just around the corner, but before we start, wanted to give a special shout out to one of the official partners of Potros FC, West Coast Goalkeeping. Again, we're appreciative of their support of this club and everything that they do. They have some fantastic gear on their website as well. Starting keeper today, Cameron Verona, actually using some of their equipment as well, Chris. So excited to have their support. Got their banner out here on the field, and again, we're appreciative of all of the Potros partners. So here we go. Getting ready for some second half action here. Again, we apologize for the camera angle today. We are doing our best to keep the equipment cool. It is a warm. I mean, I think that's the only real word that we can use to describe it. A warm 97 degrees here at Marietta High School. It feels like 101 down on the turf. Estimated about 107 to 110. And we saw a water break in the first half, and, well, we saw a lot in the first half there. Potros opened the scoring. If you missed the first half, in the 4th minute, Gonzalez found the back of the net, and it was, unfortunately, Chris, really all downhill from there. A couple bad giveaways in the defensive third led to a goal, a penalty that was saved by Verona, but eventually ended up in the back of the net, and then a third goal just before we went to half there. Potros needs to hit a complete 180 here in the second half. Taking a look at all of the stats here, North Georgia leading in most of the major categories. Total shots 9-7, shots on target 4-3. Neither team has taken a corner yet. Potros been caught off sides more than they would like to. 5 fouls from North Georgia United, 4 total cards, 3 of them to Potros. Again, McClune got one, he was subbed off. Jarvis Mattis got one in the midfield, and Tinker got one down near his own 18. And then, of course, the one went to Javier, number 22, on North Georgia United. A little bit of a reckless challenge out of him. But we're getting set. If you're just joining again, Potros in the white. They've got the black trim, black numbers. They'll be going left to right for this half as finally some cloud cover sets in here. And then for North Georgia United, they are in a red, black, silver, and white top. They've got black pants, black socks, white numbers. They'll be going right to left here. Again, we did not get an official roster from them, no starters or anything like that. So if they made any subs at halftime, well, we apologize. We're just not going to be aware of it. For Potros as well, they made a pair of changes. In the first half, they have 5 remaining substitutions. North Georgia United has all 7 of theirs as far as we are aware.
I don't see any changes from Potros' lineup as I see them huddling up here. It looks like the same players who ended the half will be starting the half.
Again, Rockhill was subbed out midway through the first half. Don't know if it was a potential injury or maybe a question of physical fitness. He did have his hands on his head trying to get some extra breath. He also took a couple nasty falls. Turf got the best from one time. A little bit slow to get up, so it could have been a potential injury on that front. Hope he's okay, but his day is done. And that brought on Caleb Miller. He took Montagute's spot up top. Montague dropped back to fill the spot that Grayson Rockhill left vacant on that left back.
So we did have a young player come in for a young player. Caleb Miller is one of the youngest players as well. He's 18.
Rockhill being 15.
Yeah, so we do have a couple of teenagers in the squad. I believe, from what I can see, I think those are the only two who's been involved today so far. Pablo Gonzalez is one of the younger ones. He might be 19, he might be 20. I need to double check that.
He was the goal scorer earlier today. Potros is going to line up the same. Ramirez right back, the two center backs, Tinker and Uranga. Montagut filling that left back spot. Gonzalez, Sayer up top. And of course the midfield, Mattis, Fomarin, who was subbed on as well, and Valenzuela. Verona remains in goal. Can't forget about Miller as well. He's up top on that left wing. We'll see if Potros forces the issue here. First half, honestly, both teams looked a little exhausted by the end of it. They were giving each other a lot of space, no real urgency to put pressure on ball here. Different situation now as Potros forces a quick turnover. Now they'll look to settle it down. Back to Uranga here.
First thing off the bat, I do notice it looks like the midfield line is playing a bit higher this half, so I'm sure Coach Macis told them at halftime to play a little bit of a higher press and try to keep it in the other team's half.
Oh, that's a big run on sides. It's one of the goal scorers, Victor, here. Cuts back hard on the left foot, fakes the shot, poked away by Montagut there. Great recovery, long shot, field goal is wide. So a quick opportunity not capitalized on there by North Georgia United. Verona will take the goal kick, and we will see what Potros can drum up here. Dangerous back pass there. Montagut. Fomarin. Wanted to pick out Miller. Can't quite do it. Possession remains with Potros here. To Sayer. Overlapping run out to Ramirez. He'll force the issue down into the corner.
They went throwing.
Trying to work it into that box. Instead, we'll just settle for the throw-in. Towards the 18. Regathered, poked back in, but nothing comes of it. Now Montagut to Fomarin, turn and shoot there wide left. Will go down as a shot not on target. Signs of life though for Potros. They had a couple really good looks. In the first half, we're only able to convert one of them, but they had a couple one-on-one chances with the North Georgia United keeper. Sayer, big chip in, cut out well. Gathered up by the keeper. Played down the right wing. Trying to pick out Gonzalez. He'll get to it. Back to Ramirez, swung into the box. Ooh, keeper hesitated. No one made the run.
He had Sayer right in front of him open. Decided instead to put it in the box. No one making the run in there.
Keeper was a little bit confused as well. He kind of froze. It's a big boot now. Upfield, one bounce. Uranga will head it forward. Gathered by North Georgia United. Big step and...
Looks like it'll be a Potros throw.
Will be. Good job there. Throw in taken quickly. Baseline under some pressure. Ooh, and an errant pass over the touchline. Downline it goes. Trying to get around one is Victor, but instead he plays it out the back. Restart from the back. Big boot forward here. Towards Miller. Gathered well, has Fulmari short. It's actually around him. Montagut wraps it up and it's chipped away by one of the backs. Tackle from behind. Great challenge there from Victor. I believe they actually will call the foul. Victor might have gotten poked in the eye or has something in his eye. That is what they are looking at. Looks like he is good to go here. Will be a free kick for Potros.
Davis, we've got to take advantage of one of these situations.
Have to. Need a quality ball. A couple in today have been decent. A couple have not been. They tried to go to Uranga on this back post a couple times.
Also got Valenzuela, Matis, and Miller coming into the box.
Oh, this one right at the keeper, and
Right
it's
at the
gathered
keeper.
easily. Again, it hasn't been a lack of opportunities for Potros. They have had a couple really good looks. Potros United keepers made a couple big saves. A couple have been blocked out by the defense as Miller's trying to work this one around. Can't quite do so. This one actually back to the keeper. Going to force him off his line.
Yeah, we can see that Potros 8 shots to North Georgia's 10. And about half of those for each of them, a little bit more than half being off target. So need to work on some of that shooting, putting it on target, testing the keeper.
This is on. This is on. He's on sides. Matisse trying to work it around him. Matisse can't quite do it. Keeper out off his line, and we'll go pick it up.
He did get a touch on that. I don't know if we count that as a shot.
I don't think it will be a shot. More just tried to win it around the keeper than he did actually put it in the back of the net. Good step here from Valenzuela. Good little passing maneuvers here. Love to see that. Gonzalez now into the box. Has Miller on the other side, but the keeper quick off his line, and Potros getting there.
Service needs to be a little bit better, though. That final service has been to the keeper more times than not. Only 3 shots on target for Potros.
Oh, that's a big mistake. Big takeaway. Gonzalez open net, and he can't put it away. Misses it top right.
These are the chances. These are the chances that we cannot miss. Camera showed Jarvis Matis there, but that shot was taken by Pablo Gonzalez.
And Gonzalez, the goal scorer, has one put away today. As yet another errant giveaway by North Georgia United as they're feeling the pressure. Throw in for Potros here.
Got to keep that pressure up. Got to keep the momentum going, but we got to test that goalkeeper. Got to put the shots on target.
Throw in towards Modest, but it's eventually gathered up by the keeper yet again.
I believe it's been since around the 30-minute mark is since the last shot on target for Potros.
Ball was quickly restarted down the right wing. Now played out long. Verona under a little bit of pressure here. We'll be forced to just boom this one upfield in the direction of Sayer. One bounce and a header.
Falls for Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, couple good touches. Sayer trying to work it around 3 and does.
He does well to keep it.
This one over the top, trying to pick out Miller. It's a foot race to the touch line here. Miller, good speed. Keeps it in, but the defender's going to win the ball here. Go back towards the box. Gonzalez is in a good spot to force this pass across. They'll chip it around Sayer. Oof. Hard tackle. Won well by the player in possession. Trying to outpace Montagut down the side. Can't quite do it. Montagut actually going to knock it out off of him. Great job there. Quick to take the throw in as well. Looking better for Potros. Not quite where it needs to be, but trending in that direction. Oof. Gonzalez.
I think we
No
can
touch.
see from the 10-minute mark of the second half a little bit of tiredness. That heat definitely putting into play. That high pressure for Potros has been a little bit slower, starting to slow down a bit. And then if North Georgia does get through that first
Oh, that's a
line,
big takeaway. Huge takeaway from Sayer here. Has an opportunity into the box. Has Gonzalez. It's all posted in. How about that? There's what Potros needed. It's a costly turnover. And they're back within 1.
Gonzalez for his second of the night. We definitely need that. We can definitely see that Jake Sayer and Pablo Gonzalez connection there. But just as I said, that the things were slowing down. Took advantage of that high press and took the finish.
So it's his second of the day for Gonzalez. There got a little bit of a warning from the ref on his celebration. But nonetheless, he's earned it here. His second one. One in the 4th minute. One in the 56th. And just like that, Potros is right back in this. Substitution, I believe, for North Georgia United was
Looks
not
like number
allowed.
9 was the one who went off.
It was the goal scorer, Victor. He just exited.
Number 4 as well is exiting.
4 is headed off. We have eyes on the new player, but have not seen his number just yet. Again, we do not have a full roster.
Looks like
For this
number 2 possibly.
North
Definitely
Georgia
has a
squad.
2 in it. Starts with a 2. Couldn't tell if there was a second number in there.
Player on the opposing 40 hash as well was another player that was brought on. It is number 11 and number 2 for Potros, or excuse me, for North Georgia United. Those are the new players in the contest now.
So as I was saying right before the goal, now we're probably going to see things be a little bit different. But I was saying that the press for Potros was slowing down a bit. This should boost up their energy and maybe bring up that speed once again.
Passing looks much cleaner as well right now. Ramirez wants the run. It's a little bit late, but it's still there. Ramirez in the box. Flag is up for offsides. Run was mistimed. It's a great opportunity nonetheless, but he is indeed offsides.
One thing Potros does need to be careful of with that high press is leaving in gaps in behind and having to make that transition back. If North Georgia does play through the press, they have to come back and defend well. The last thing they want to do is concede another goal and lose that momentum that they've already built up.
Good turn here around Valenzuela, but a great cutout, big slide tackle as
And
well,
it's
and
gonna be
one
a-
well. Love that from Darnell Tinker
it
there.
is. Well done, well done. That's what we need. We need that energy level. Ball's in play with Sayer again.
Sayer, the man with 2 assists. Gonzalez has the 2 goals. Fomarin looking for someone to pick out. And a 1-2 back to him.
I think one of the things that we've seen change since Caleb Miller came on is that he is making those deep runs behind the back line of North Georgia and trying to stretch them out a little bit. We didn't see that too much from Montagut when he was up in the front. I think he was looking more for the ball at his feet so that he could cut in and shoot. Miller looks like he does want to get in behind. So a little bit of a different dynamic.
And it's what you get up top with, as you said, different forwards as well. Some people are a little bit more direct. Some people like the over-the-top balls a little bit more. And I think you are spot on there with what those 2 personalities like to try to play. Valenzuela fighting hard. He's depossessed here, trying to get it back, but instead it's a big turn from Obina. It's a good job by Fomarian to quickly deny it.
At Obina, he's a pretty strong forward.
He's a big forward
that
as
goal
well.
he scored in the first half, he managed to get on the goal side of Darnell, and Darnell was not able to get around him. He just had too much of a body and to shield that ball off, and he brought it all the way into the box and had a really good finish.
He looks much bigger than almost everyone else out on the field. Yet his pace is just as high as you would expect out of a regular forward. That's a big giveaway. Sayer's cut it out on the back line. One-on-one opportunity with the keeper. Sayer hard cut, left it in! Huge goal for Potros, and they've leveled it 3-3. It's another poor giveaway at the back. Sayer unassisted. He's got 2 assists, 1 goal, and we're level 3-3. Sayer read the back pass all day. None of the backs stepped towards it, and he cut it off.
Taking the opportunity to get a quick sip as they celebrate by their bench.
That's a great celebration there. Go get some water as a team. Love that.
Jake Sayer, goal and 2 assists on the night. And he levels the game. I mean, he was given that captain band because of his experience, because of his leadership on the field. And you can see the way that he just pounced on that a little bit of a soft pass in the back. And it just shows why he is wearing that armband.
And you can see the center back thought about potentially just bringing Sayer down from behind, but that would have been a clear and obvious denial of goal scoring opportunity. Would have resulted in a red and a penalty. Keeper was unable to keep Sayer out of the back of the net. So it's Obina once again. Ball swung across over Montagut, now down wing to one of the newly subbed on North Georgia United players. Back towards the top of the 18. Left-footed shot in Verona's safe hands. We'll gather that one.
With that shot on target, that does bring the stats to equal on all parts. 11 total shots, 5 off target, 5 on target, 6 off target, and level on the score. Just shows the level of competition in this league. That the 2 teams, I mean, right now it's toe-to-toe.
Flag is going to be up for offsides here, Miller. Couple good yards offsides there.
Yeah, we were right in front of that. We could see.
And we get the advantage of having the football lines, which I'm sure both of the ARs appreciate as well. Makes their job a little bit easier.
Yeah, some of these runs deeper on the field, we don't have the best angle to really tell from our vantage point, but that one we could see. It was pretty clear.
Yeah, Miller on about the 43 there, and the backs on the 45. So, good call there. I was going to say the offsides was way further back than where we were attempting. Again, the football lines. It was pretty clear it's on the 45, and it's quickly restarted from the 45. Again, multi-use field here at Marietta High School. Football, lacrosse, soccer, track. Sayer, that would have been a cheeky goal. I think he's just trying to buy Potros some time to regather themselves as he holds his hand up for that one.
It wasn't a bad attempt. I think maybe he saw the keeper a bit off the line, saw the loose ball, thought maybe he could get it, but not hit well enough. It happens.
And either way, it buys Potros some time to regather themselves here, though. This is a good ball down line. Sayer will be called on to defend this one. Hard cut in, right-footed shot, never had a chance. Started outside the post and stayed there. No spin.
I think this is a key moment for Potros. I think right now is the time where the game really needs to be 100% focused, avoid any mistakes in the back, and just keep that momentum that they've brought in since the beginning of the second half, and do not let North Georgia get back into this game.
Uranga towards Gonzalez. Outside. Back to Ramirez. Here the fans telling Gonzalez he has time. This should be on. It's just barely offsides. Ooh, the timing. Half a second difference.
Wasn't
Hasta por eso me hubiera dado con estos muchachitos.
Restarted given away here, but Miller's first touch is too heavy and it's given right back. Opportunity.
Eso, good.
These next 10 minutes will be key. Hydration break for the second. Refresher.
Yeah, again, a hydration break. It looks like it was agreed upon for 1 per half. Again, not to be a broken record, but it is about 100, 105, 110 down there on that field right now. We saw it a little bit earlier last time due to injury, as North Georgia United has sent 2 men to the table here. So 2 more substitutions coming on. This one over the top, miscommunicated there between Mattis and Tinker.
Potros does have still 5 subs remaining for this half.
Same with North Georgia United as well, though it looks like they're going to use 2 more and be down to just 3. This one snuck in behind Tinker here. Uranga's got to be careful. He's got a man on his back. He gets a piece of it. That's huge.
He was in the right spot.
Positioning was done well. Direct ball to Miller. I'll go back to Uranga, telling the team just to settle down here. Breathe a little bit. 3-3, 66th minute. Miller, quick turn to Gonzalez. Little chip around. No one was making the run. It's actually fortunate that the back didn't just let it go.
I think Miller was getting there, but the timing was not right.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is going to put some pressure on Verona. It's a good thing he has
well,
some.
what a touch by Jarvis to keep the possession on that ball.
I'll say it's a good thing Verona has some pace. Little scorpion kick touch there from Jarvis to keep it.
Now Potros are in the half again of North Georgia.
Played forward. Ramirez has come up from his right back spot. Opportunity to swing it in. Not too much traffic in the box. They'll go back to Valenzuela. He's brought down, and this should be a yellow. It is.
Was that number 7 who got the yellow?
I believe it's number 20.
Number 20, thank you.
That is awarded the yellow card there again. It is
I believe
Palma.
that's Andrew Palma, yes. That's what I have on my roster as well.
That's what I have. So Andrew Palma awarded the yellow here. This is just outside the 18. Again, the lines are really difficult to see, Chris, from where we are. I mean, this is maybe 1 or 2 yards outside of the 18.
Yeah,
that was
2
very
yards,
close.
2 yards, it's on that 10-yard line, that 18
Yeah.
box. Do a little bit of math there. 18 yards plus 2 to get to 20, so 2 yards right out the edge.
Again,
20 yards. We do have Jake Sayer and Ben Uranga lined up for this free kick.
That was very close to being an extremely costly mistake here, as Sayer and Uranga are going to talk game plan here. 4-man wall.
This is a good one. They have a left footer in Jake Sayer and a right footer in Uranga, so it keeps the keeper on their toes.
Sayer leaves it. Uranga shoots it. Bottom left, and it's in! It's a goal! How about it? Wow! That is not where you expect the right-footed keeper to take it, as Uranga throws the heart up here to the Potros supporters, both here and online. What placement, but I mean, it feels like a mistake by the wall. I mean, that should have been covered. There's no way he's able to spin that down into the right.
Let me tell you what it is. As I said, you have the right footer and the left footer in front of the goal, right? In front of the ball. The keeper has to anticipate one of those 2 shots. So if it's the left footer, he's most likely going to try to curl it into the far post. The right footer is most likely going to try to go over the wall. The wall is protecting that first post. Sayer runs over the ball. Now it's left with Ben. Keeper's like, okay, he's definitely shooting over the wall. Ben puts it into that back post. Completely catches the keeper off.
Went completely around. A keeper wasn't even close to the wall. Had no chance to save that. And the game plan works. Uranga scores the 4th.
I didn't want to say it, Davis, but Ben Uranga, I mean, he's my brother, so, I've seen him a few times. He's been working on his free kicks. He had a free kick in our tryouts a few weeks ago where he hit it upper 90, and I was ready to say it, but I was like, let me wait. And it's gone in, so there we go.
Don't want to jinx it, but Potros back in front here, 4-3.
Looks like we did have a substitution while we were talking, so I will put that up on the screen in a second. I believe it was Sebas Ramirez who was subbed off.
And Boom Perset takes his spot. And speaking of that, Boom Perset to ground there. Quick recovery. Great cutout on that ball, and it will be a throw-in.
So we will get that sub up on the screen now. It was a change. Sebastian Ramirez was off when Boone Prasert was on. And we do see also a change in position. Manuel Montegu will come to that right back position, and Wynn will play on that left back, where's his natural left foot.
Verona, safe hands with that one there. North Georgia United also made two substitutions while we were celebrating. So only 3 left for North Georgia United, 4 left for Potros here.
We do see the subs for Potros getting up now and starting to get some loose speed as a mistake comes in the back. Bobby Fomarine was there to clean it up. Good composure from Ben Oranga.
Valenzuela now with plenty of time and space. This run is onside for Gonzalez here. One bounce. Oh, he misses the touch with the head. Opportunity not capitalized on here. As the North Georgia United back line looks to slow down. This is a giveaway. He should be on sides. He is. Gonzalez tries to put it around him. It's saved away, and then he's brought down as a part of the tackle there from the center back. Might have just saved a 5th goal.
Is that going to be a throw-in or a corner kick? I believe it's a corner kick. Which means it would be the first corner of the game. Jake Sayer is going over to take it, so I do believe it is a corner kick. You wouldn't see the right winger going to take a throw-in, unless maybe he had a long throw, but I don't think he does.
It is a corner.
Big opportunity there. Goalkeeper did a great job of making
Played
himself
quick
pay.
and short to Miller. Poked away. Will be kept in. Pursuit does have 1 behind.
He carries the ball.
No one challenges. Uranga chips it forward. Run was not made there from Sayer. Pursuit does a good job to keep this one from being boomed out, but he can't.
Hey, that was a very important tackle. With Ben Oranga up here in this play, he's still tracking back. It's very important that he blocked that. Doesn't allow North Georgia to get in behind. We will have that water break now.
So as we go to water break, there are your goal scorers. And your time there, Gonzalez with a pair, Sayer with 1 himself. Uranga's got the decisive one right now.
I gotta say, what a rally the second half. We see 12 minutes between those 3 goals to turn it over from a 3-1 deficit to a 4-3 advantage.
It's all about momentum, and again, the North Georgia United back line looked like it was begging for this water break.
Let's take a look at some of those stats as well. So we can see the last time we pulled this up, we were exactly even on shots. And now we can see that Potros has moved ahead on shots on target, total shots, and goals. Anything stand out to you, Davis?
Just 1 corner between both of these teams despite all of these shots. And again, it was taken short. No real setup or set piece from Potros there. But again, the shots on target is a much improved stat for Potros here. They were at 50% after the first half. Now, again, you're trending upwards towards that 60-70 range. That's really where you want to be.
You know, something that stands out to me is the number of fouls. If you remember, at halftime, Potros had 3 fouls. And right now, they have 3 fouls. No fouls in the second half. I think that really shows that team talk at halftime to change the mentality and to stay focused. Because I think some of those fouls in the first half were a lack of concentration, maybe a little bit feeling sorry for themselves because of the heat. And I think probably the halftime talk must have been to get onto them because they're hardly missing any challenges in the second half. And you can see the ball's been almost in North Georgia's half the entire half.
And North Georgia with 7 fouls as well, picked up a yellow card there. Again, it was a bad foul just outside the 18. That's the difference in this game right now.
As we get ready to restart just now.
So will be a throw-in for North Georgia United coming out of the water break here. 17 minutes left plus whatever is added. Throwing this play back out. We'll do it again. Once again, short, being harassed. Here's the North Georgia midfielder. Foul called on Potros there.
I think that's something that we see with that substitution for Wynn coming in, Boom Pursuit. Is that he's very aggressive on the tackle, especially as this game starts to heat up. Him going in with those hard tackles is really going to tire out North Georgia.
One made its way all the way back to Verona. Forced the forward to come forward. And picked it up and restarted it here.
Fomarine has been really helpful in that midfield as well since he came on in the first half.
Oh, but he's seen his teammate depossessed here. Has to get back in front. Played across. Settled well. Shot inside the 18 is just off to the top left.
And like I said, that concentration. How was he able to control that and get a shot off? We do see Darnell Tinker take a little bit of time to get up there.
Him and Verona both a little bit slow to get up there. Tinker, again, has had a couple battles with the forwards here today.
We do have longtime Potros veteran Alan Hernandez on the bench, who will be the understudy for Tinker. Another giveaway. This is something that they have to be careful with. As I mentioned, they can't let North Georgia get back into this game, and that lack of concentration, we saw it in the first half.
Flag is going to be up for offsides here, as
Another one.
Miller definitely was offsides. The ball was a little bit mistimed.
I think a little bit of that, as I mentioned, youth in him showing there. He needs to work on improving the timing of his runs. He does like to get in behind. He needs to time it a little bit better.
Played short on the restart. 76 minute. Oh, errant ball yet again.
15 minutes remaining, I believe.
Substitution here for North Georgia. They will have just 2 left. After this change, it is 16 headed off. Don't have a number on the one coming on just yet.
Good turn
Big
there
turn from Mattis, yes. Miller's got the run. Mattis, that ball is way too heavy, and it will make its way to the keeper. Quickly restarted.
And better timing on the run there, a little bit of mistiming on the pass. So it's one or the other. We got to figure it out. This is a good tackle from Oranga.
They're going to
take
call.
a little bit of contact after.
They're going to quickly restart it as North Georgia United, despite both players still working their way back up. Played out again by Potros for yet another throw-in.
I saw Oranga asking the referee about that as well.
Flag is up, though. It's a play on there. Verona made the save. Wanted to pick out Montagut down the side. He is just not going to win that challenge, and a little bit too much hands, yeah. A little bit too much hands on the shoulder.
I'm a little bit confused. The assistant referee looked like he was calling a foul. I don't know if he was calling it on Oranga or on Obina there, but North Georgia's having a lot of momentum right now, getting in behind.
Just outside the 6, Verona cuts out the cross. Big touch there from him. Sayer will settle this one. Played to Mattis. Back to Sayer here. It's a little bit slow. Sayer will win the challenge, though.
I think that...
No, he does not.
I think that hydration break was really in the benefit of North Georgia. They've been coming out a lot stronger since then.
They used that time to really regather themselves. Again, the back line just needed a little bit of a break.
Potros making a few more mistakes in the back. They need to be careful on that. Getting in behind.
Throw in towards Obina. Tinker will win this battle for now, and he will... Oh, I believe... Yes, it does go over the touch line before Obina is able to play it off of Tinker.
He did call a foul on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Three subs left for Potros. 2 for North Georgia United here.
As I mentioned at the start of the game, one of the things we've been working on is managing the game. So I think we have to see how Potros reacts here, being up a goal with about 12 minutes plus added time remaining. How can they manage it to not let North Georgia... I mean, they've already given them a few chances. Luckily, they haven't taken them, so...
Big boot towards Sayer once again. Great first touch. Now to Montagut. Has Valenzuela in the midfield. Sayer wants the switch. Here it comes.
That's boom for Sayer there.
Played forward towards Miller. No, he is onside. Flag stayed down. Here's Miller is bodied off the ball here. A lot of pushing on that upper body.
That is the 9th foul of the game for North Georgia United.
Potros going to be in no rush to take this one here. Substitute headed to the table as well. I believe it is Nojim.
I think I agree.
We'll
Looks
see
like
who's-
it'll most likely be for Pablo Gonzalez, I believe. Ball is in play, so we'll probably see that on the next stoppage.
Montague tracks back to keep this one within the field of play. Back
I
to
do believe
Verona.
it will be a like for like for Pablo Gonzalez, if I'm not mistaken.
Valenzuela. Fomarin.
Good awareness to know he had time. to
Fomarin,
be
this
there.
is onside from Sayer, but the ball is way too much over the top. Sayer confirming he was onsides with the AR. It's a great no touch there.
Looks
On
like
the
it will
pass,
stay
and
in
it
as
stays
well.
in. Uranga can't keep it
Watch that back
out the
post,
side, but it does go out the back.
there's a little bit of that lack of concentration. Manuel Montagu let his man completely
Oh, they're going to say
free.
Uranga touched that. It's
What
a
was the
corner.
call? Did he get a yellow card? What was the call there?
I believe. Yeah, they're going to call a foul on Uranga way back. Way back, and now it's a yellow for someone on the bench. I don't really know who that is. It actually doesn't even look like somebody that's in uniform. Maybe a spectator or a member of the staff for North Georgia United just received a yellow.
Definitely confused on that call. I did not see anything that looked like a foul. Did you?
I did not, especially where they whistle, or especially where they are setting this up at. I did not see anything there. It would have been much higher or much lower, as unfortunately Gonzalez is down.
We will see some of the medical staff coming on to take a look at him.
A couple players stretching out. Now is Gonzalez going to be attended to? So he will have to exit.
I
Gonna-
believe he will be substituted, I believe. We will see here very shortly.
I believe I just saw the motion from the head ref that the substitution will not be allowed.
And that does not make any sense. The ball's stopped. How would the substitution not be allowed? If he's not the one being subbed off, then yes, I can understand. But if he's the one being subbed off, he will come on.
Okay, they will let him come on. It is Nojim for Gonzalez there. This will add some extra time to today. Just under 8 minutes plus added time. I'm now thinking more in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 minutes. Swung in low and to the left. The header is back, and it'll be a corner this time.
That was Valenzuela on the header there.
Verona was out off his line as well.
Definitely need to stay focused here. 7 minutes. It's going to feel more like 15 with the added time.
Crosses in a trio of white jerseys to that one. Now it's a foot race to it. Big slide challenge one. Counterattack opportunity. To Mattis it goes. One North Georgia United player went down. Oh, and the ball to Nojim.
Wasn't wide enough.
Just
There's
not
Jarvis
quite quality
Mattis.
enough. Mattis, big takeaway. Nojim wants to make the run. He's telling him to put it
What a
outside.
ball.
What a tackle there to keep that one. Though Nojim will make his way back to it.
Finds Fomarine.
Fomarine wanted to sweep it in. Instead, it's back to
Tries to have a
Mattis.
shot.
Mattis settles. Mattis trying to work it around one. Can't quite get it through, and the North Georgia United defense will stand tall for now, though. There's one black and red jersey surrounded by 3 whites. Montagu takes this one away. Wide to Sayer. He already has a pair of assists on the day, though. Montagu just went down, collapsed here. It will have to be played out here. Again, Montagu full possession of that one. He just collapsed.
It looks like a cramp.
Training staff will have to come out and take a look at him here. Again, good respect from North Georgia United there, because that was not a turnover. The ball actually hit Montagu on his way down. substitution for North Georgia United while we're on the injury timeout as well. 19 exited.
Yeah, with this heat, you know, it's very easy to lose a lot of liquids, and those cramps do come up. Hopefully it is a cramp and nothing more serious.
It is 10 on for North Georgia United as they continue
We have the medical staff checking him out right now.
to work on Montague here. I believe they're going to be forced to make a substitution for him. He will exit to this side of the field.
If I had to guess, I would say probably Alan Hernandez is going to be the one coming in. He is up on his feet. Montagu. Doesn't look like there's a sub prepared at this moment. I do see Coach Masis waving towards someone to try to get something. Don't know if he's...
Yep, they will
They
make
will
the
make the
substitution.
substitution, it looks. So Alan Hernandez will be the one to come in, I believe.
So Montague is out. Stay is done. It did look like a cramp based on the evaluations. And it will be Alan Hernandez in for him. Again, the ball was played out by North Georgia United. Potros will do the nice thing to give them the ball.
That's a little tricky because the pass was back to Montague. They would have kept possession, but he went down. So it's a little tricky to give it back to them in that play by Angelo.
Pass intended for the newly subbed on player, cut out well
Well done
there by
from
Boone
Wayne there.
Cossette. Yeah, cuts it out twice, knocked out. It'll be a throw in for North Georgia United here. Just 6 minutes left on the clock.
4 minutes actually,
Yeah, excuse me.
plus
4.
added time.
AR has a foul there, and 4 minutes added time. Again, feeling more now like the 4 minutes of added time is probably where we will be at. A couple injuries, of course, 3 goals.
Some substitutions.
Substitutions, a lot of substitutions.
Gotta
in
be
this
careful
half.
here.
I believe both teams have 2 subs left at this time. That is touched out by North Georgia United there.
This
on
is where
errant
managing that game is important. You know, we don't want to rush it. Don't want to play it in the middle in our own half. We want to play it down into their half and try to force them to make the mistakes. We don't want to put ourselves in a situation where we're the ones making mistakes.
Throw is down line towards Nojim. Flicked around him back towards goal, and now Nojim giving good pressure, trying to reach this one. He'll be whistled for the foul. You can see the jersey pull from up here. Three minutes left on the clock. Oh, no touch there for
Good
North
work
Georgia
to force the
United.
mistake from Sayer. He's doing a good job here. He's going to let that ball go for Alan Hernandez. I believe, or no, he's going to take it.
He should just play it back to Hernandez here to continue the time
Play it in the corner.
wasting, but they'll go to Nojim Central. Now back to Hernandez here. Over to Sayer. Ooh, cheeky little backheel pass. Looking pretty good here. They picked out Modest. Oh,
Comes back for Sayer.
they had him. It's saved by Sayer here. Long shot opportunity. Bottom left, and it'll force the
that
save.
looked like a touch.
It definitely did. Saved by the keeper.
The play,
No.
referee's calling a...
Shot will officially be off target.
Definitely
Omari.
looked like he got a fingertip on it.
I thought so as well. It looked like it was pushed.
Sounds like some of the
wide.
fans agree.
That'll be an interesting one to look back on. In the stat line here, Alan
Well done,
Hernandez, good cutout. Fomarine loses this one. Tinker, big
Tinker,
step,
well
and the
done.
challenge is won well. Sayer.
Here's
Over to Valenzuela.
He's had a good game in that midfield.
Valenzuela's just going to head for the corner, and rightfully so. It's probably the best thing he can do. Still trying to work it in the 18. Gets around one. This is an opportunity. Valenzuela tries to beat the keeper. It's popped straight up, and there are no white jerseys near this one.
That was a risky tackle from North Georgia. Not sure if Pedro would have went down, that would have been a penalty. But now Potros needs to get back and don't let North Georgia have this counterattack. Good step from Tinker to slow it down. Ball does manage to get across.
That one snuck around Sayer originally. He was slow to get up and is still well behind the play. So numbers a little bit more equal here for North Georgia United. Shot from about 35 out. The field goal is good. Never had a chance.
We did Sayer go down. Now we see Valenzuela's down. Looks like someone's tying their shoe. Looks like that's Win.
It is Valenzuela that's down. Sayer as well as
Sayer is also
stretching
down.
off the field, yeah.
I believe we have 3 or 2 subs left.
I believe 2.
2 subs remaining. Valenzuela is back up on his feet. Doesn't look like he won't need to get off the field.
They are going to sub him off, though. Ref is telling him he needs to step off or be subbed off.
No, he doesn't need to go off if nobody comes on, so he will stay on. The trainer did not come on, so he will stay on the field. Here we go into added time in about 10 seconds. We'll try to see if we get an indicator of how much time it will be.
This one towards Sayer. Headed out to the side here. Hernandez trying to win it and force North Georgia United to touch that one.
We do have a sub now.
Over the line. Substitution coming here is it'll be 6 added minutes.
6 minutes, that's good. Looks like Valenzuela is going off now. And it will be Fernando Canedo coming on for him.
Number 51, Canedo. Like for like substitution here is will not be any formation changes or personnel realignments here. Sayer to take the throw in.
Yeah, Valenzuela made that final run. It's his last contribution in this game. Right before. Seems like he might have cramped up and needed a sub. Ball's in the box for Mattis.
Grabbed by Matisse. He goes down from behind and
Nojim tries to flick it on, but he couldn't get it on target.
No call as well. Nojim had a glimpse of an opportunity, couldn't capitalize as this one is given away. They'll rule it clean. Hernandez takes over possession here. Fomari, time and space. Over to Sayer, who is moving very gingerly around the field right now. He looks like he would like to be the last Potros substitution, but they can't risk running out of subs. Ooh, that's a bad touch from Hernandez as it goes out here. That's going to give North Georgia United a chance.
So Potros does have 1 sub remaining. I believe we've got Zeke Saviello, and I'm having a hard time remembering who the other option is.
Throw in goes down line. Tinker doing his best to win this one. Will be forced just to play it out to the side. Throw in deep in the corner.
Yeah, the other option there is Jace McBride, as well as the backup goalkeeper, which we will not be using most likely.
Out wide. Left foot swinging, attempt cut out. It's off of Hernandez. No! It's off of the forward that swung it in. Huge there from Hernandez. Gets a big body in front of it and also is going to win the throw-in. Long throw-in towards Mattis here. Great first touch. No, that's Nojim, excuse me. He'll be tackled from behind as well. This is going to be a yellow. Again, a little bit of a soft yellow, but it continues to trend, as we've seen today, of some of these being yellow cards. So consistent.
I think that one was because he stopped the forward movement there. So that was Castle who got the yellow card. And that does bring North Georgia up to 10 fouls in the match.
No protest out of Castle on the yellow as well.
Well done from Sayer to win the throw in there as we head into the final 3 minutes. Long throw
in. Overhead here. Miller's going to get on the end of...
That was Mattis there.
Mattis, excuse me, but he will not be able to shoot that one. Keeper out off his line, able to grab it. Quick restart here. Time not in favor of North Georgia United. Thought about playing it long over the top. Instead, we'll go direct to the outside. Great step and challenge from Sayer here as he'll just shield this one out of play. Quickly restarted here. Fumari. Down the right wing, thinking about heading for the corner. Instead, he's going to put it in towards Nojim, a little bit too close to the keeper. Don't know how I feel about that, Chris. I almost would rather him just take it to the corner and waste some time.
Yes, for sure. It was not a clear option in the box. It's just a 50-50 at that point. With 3 minutes remaining up by 1 goal, you don't want a 50-50. You want a 100%.
That's a big hold as they'll give Boom Perset the yellow for that. Boom Perset. And one of the later substitutions awarded the yellow there. That is an errant touch out of bounds, and North Georgia United will get another throw in about 20-plus yards forward. Boom Perset brought him down here. That's going to be a second yellow. It's going to be a red card for Boom Perset there. That is... Wow. So with just an estimated 2 minutes of added time left.
2 cards within seconds of each other.
And it's a red. Potros down to 10 men here. Nojim's going to have to drop back. They only have 1 substitution left as well. This will be a free kick opportunity at about the 17-yard line here. So about 35 to 40 out from goal.
I think Jake Sayer is actually the one who's probably going to drop back into that left back position. Close out the game.
We'll see. Again, we've questioned if Sayer was even going to stay on for the remainder of the game. Ignacio Macis barking orders from the sideline here, trying to readjust the position of everyone here. Now that Potros is down to 10, Sayer had marked off a perfect 10 steps, didn't even have to move. Final minute of added time. There's probably going to be a little bit extra with all these cards. Swung in towards the back post. North Georgia United get a chest to it, but nothing more. It actually is going to be a deep, deep throw-in for Potros here, just barely on the wrong side of the flag.
So yeah, it does look like Jake Sayer staying back in that left back position. Definitely a great leader out on the field, the captain of the match tonight. Had a goal and 2 assists.
Captain of the match, more like man of the match tonight, as he has been so involved. 75% goal involvement. Even then, if you really want to credit it to him, he faked the set piece that set up Uranga's goal. You could really give him 100% goal involvement if you wanted to. Big cutout there, and one well.
Get it to the corner, get it into their
Marin
half.
gives that one away at midfield. Turning back down the line, though, that's a horrible pass, and that's going to
6 minutes have gone.
That's going to give Potros plenty of time to waste here. 1 minute held up by the referee. That's for the pair of yellows and the substitution, yeah. So, last 60 seconds. Big takeaway. Big takeaway for Marin. He's going to have a breakaway, one-on-one opportunity to end this game. He can't beat the keeper. The save is made. It wastes about 30 more seconds, though.
Ball's back
Last
into play
chance.
really quick.
It is. Never actually exited play, though it will go over the touchline there. This is going to continue to waste time. The North Georgia United keeper has kept this game alive. That's one of many brilliant saves he's had today, but again, with just a mere, what we guess, probably 30 seconds at this point remaining.
We have 3 seconds of the +7. We are at the 7-minute mark now. The referee is letting the game go a little bit longer. Let's see how much longer he will let it go.
This should be the last attack. If they play this one backwards, it should be over. If Potros takes possession, it'll likely be over. One last chance for North Georgia United FC. Swung into the box. It will get through one-on-one with Verona. And Hernandez gets enough of it. Verona gathers it. He'll tell Verona to stand up, look at his watch, and with this boom up the field, we should expect to hear the final whistle.
Hasn't gone yet.
No.
Is he adding another minute? We are at 7 minutes and 50 seconds. I know he did signal for 6 minutes, and it looks like he gave an additional minute, but he's not calling the game. It wouldn't be a UPSL match without a bit of referee controversy.
And there it is. Finally, the whistle blows. The game is done. Potros FC, a massive comeback. After being down 3-1 at halftime, they escape Marietta with a 4-3 win thanks to a flurry of offense. 3 goals in 12 minutes in the second half.
If we take a look at the final statistics from the match, Potros with a total of 17 shots, 10 on target, to North Georgia's 15. It was a very attacking game. I think. What are your opinions, Davis?
Man of the match, Jake Sayer. 2 assists, 1 goal. The fake on the free kick and set-piece goal from Uranga. Again, it was the tale of 2 halves. They scored early. They looked sloppy for the majority of the first half. They come back in the second half. They look excellent, and they hang on there for the win.
You know, as the team comes over here to applaud the fans for their performance, I think some of the things to take away from this game, first half, I think there were some first game of the season nerves.
Agreed.
You know, the heat was playing a part, and especially that after that 15-minute mark, those last 30 minutes before halftime, there was a lot of sloppiness in the midfield, a lot of mistakes in the back. But that's where you can see that experience from Coach Ignacio Masis, that we brought him in, that team talk at halftime, a little bit of a tweak to the tactics, a little bit of personnel change, and second half, that's what I was expecting from this team. So I'm really excited to see what's going to come next.
Indeed. So, speaking of next, Chris, on the road next week for the second matchup of the season, I believe, against Legends. What would you like to see from this Potros squad, really, as they take on yet another tough opponent?
I think just continuing that momentum from the second half, really solidifying that midfield, trying to eliminate some of those mistakes that we saw in that first half. A couple times in the second half, North Georgia, after that hydration break, we did see them get a little bit of momentum. So continuing to be able to manage the game. We saw a lot of experience, as we mentioned a few minutes ago. Jake Sayer, I believe, in my opinion, man of the match. Let's get him up on the screen for those at home. He did finish the game with a goal and 2 assists. Pablo Gonzalez with a brace, and Ben Uranga with the winning goal off of that free kick. So a lot of experience there, especially from Jake Sayer and Ben Uranga, who have played at a high level for many years.
So a fantastic job from all of them. We thank all of you for joining us here live from Marietta High School. It's a season opening win for Potros FC, 4-3 over North Georgia United. I've been Davis Barlow, joined by Chris Uranga, and we will see you next time. Oh,
Excellent job.
what a comeback. What a
Excellent job.
comeback.